Most Americans pull a yellow squeeze bottle out of the refrigerator door without giving the ingredient list a single second of thought. We view it as one of the simplest condiments on earth, assuming it consists of nothing more than ground seeds, water, and vinegar. Yet an examination of commercial processing methods reveals that many popular, shelf-stable jars contain far more industrial shortcuts than traditional recipes ever allowed. Titanium dioxide is sometimes added to sharpen the yellow color. High-fructose corn syrup is frequently dumped in to cut the sharpness of cheap seeds. And sodium benzoate is layered on as a preservative to extend shelf life for years. Under general FDA labeling rules, manufacturers are permitted to list generic spices or natural flavors without specifying the exact botanical sources, leaving consumers largely in the dark about what is actually giving their spread its kick. Where are you tuning in from across the United States today? Drop a comment below if you are watching from Ohio, North Carolina, Washington, Arizona, Michigan, or Pennsylvania. And while you are down in the comments, tell me how old you are as well, because it is always fascinating to see which generations are taking a closer look at what is sitting inside their kitchen fridge. Starting at the bottom of the spectrum, cheap commercial yellow mustards often rely on heavily refined grain vinegar alongside artificial color enhancers to create that electric bright hue people associate with baseball hot dogs. The primary issue here is not that the product will make you sick, but rather that the actual seed content is kept to an absolute minimum to reduce production overhead. To compensate for the diluted flavor profile, manufacturers load these formulations with excess salt, modified food starch, and thickeners like xanthan gum to mimic the natural texture of crushed mustard solids. When you look closely at the ingredient panel, water and cheap distilled white vinegar frequently outrank the actual agricultural ingredients, meaning you are essentially paying for flavored water stabilized with industrial gums. Moving up to popular honey mustard options, the gap between consumer expectations and real ingredients becomes even wider. Many shoppers purchase these bottles believing they are getting a wholesome blend of wild honey and whole spices, but FTC guidelines on truthful advertising allow products to be labeled as honey mustard even if honey is only a minor secondary sweetener. A close look at several leading grocery store brands shows that high fructose corn syrup or basic refined white sugar often appears higher on the list than actual honey to keep the emulsion smooth and prevent the liquid sugars from separating on store shelves. Chemical emulsifiers and artificial colorings are routinely blended in, turning a classic spread into a high-calorie dessert topping in disguise. USDA organic certification can also serve as a helpful baseline, as it strictly prohibits synthetic pesticides during seed cultivation and bans the use of artificial preservatives, artificial dyes, and genetically engineered additives throughout processing. Fortunately, finding a clean, minimally processed jar does not require spending a fortune at high-end specialty markets. Several mainstream brands stick to traditional, stone-ground methods that rely strictly on whole yellow, brown, or black seeds, raw apple cider vinegar or real wine, sea salt, and organic spices. These transparent formulations deliver a naturally rich texture and robust flavor profile without needing artificial thickeners, synthetic dyes, or hidden liquid sugars. When you switch to a stone-ground or authentic whole seed variety, you are consuming a simple, ancient condiment that respects basic food standards and gives your family the pure flavor of real herbs and spices. Now I want to hear from you down in the comments section below. Which mustard bottle is sitting in your refrigerator door right now? And are you planning to check the ingredient label after watching this video? If you found this breakdown insightful and want to help us expose what is really going on inside everyday supermarket foods, please leave a like on this video and share it with a friend or family member. Our goal on this channel is never to incite unnecessary fear, but to give you the clear facts so you can make informed, healthy decisions for your home every time you walk down the grocery aisle.